Hello everyone, welcome to today's session on EduTab guys. Welcome to the top 50 MCQ session for the October 2022 and this is the part 2 of this particular series. So guys, good morning to everyone, and if I'm audible and visible to all of you, please give a thumbs up in the comment section so that we can begin this particular section. So guys, this is the top 50 MCQ session on EduTab in which we are covering the most important MCQs from the month of October 2022 part 2. ठीक है जी? So in this particular session, we will be covering all the important general awareness MCQs for which are relevant for the RBI Grade B, NABARD Grade A and SEBI Grade A. And guys, this is basically a revision session of what you have covered in the past 1 week in the fast track sessions. तो fast track sessions में आपने जो कुछ cover किया in the last 1 week. So guys, we are going to discuss everything and in the form of multiple choice questions, which is really very important for all of you. So I am getting the answers from here. Hi Dhruv, I really believe that guys, your preparations for the upcoming, if you are preparing for the NABARD phase 2 exam, then your preparations are really going well for the upcoming exams. So guys, I really believe that now I am audible and visible to all of you for the today's session. So let's begin this particular session. So in this session, I will be covering the top 50 MCQs from the month of October 2022. But before beginning the session, guys, there is a surprise for all of you that we are providing you a ultimate guidebook, and this guidebook guys, under this guidebook we are providing you definitive answers to all your queries regarding the RBI Grade B exam. And not only this guys, apart from that, this guidebook basically comprises of all the important details about the Reserve Bank of India, whether it's about the history of the organization, about the functions, its role in the Indian economy. And guys, not only this, apart from that, under this ultimate guidebook, you are going to get all the answers that you are basically looking out at the different places. For example, be it about the eligibility criteria of the exam, be it about the syllabus of the exam, the detailed syllabus of every subject is being given in this one single book. Apart from that, you will also get about the previous year cutoff. पिछले साल में क्या cutoffs रहे हैं. So everything that you are looking about this particular exam guys, everything will be covered in this single guidebook. And guys, this is not limited to this. We are also offering similar guidebook for the NABARD exam as well as for the SEBI Grade A exam. So for all these exams, we are having these beautiful books guys. And you know, there is one more important speciality about the book. What is that? That this book is really very beautiful and this is absolutely free. So guys, do not forget to download this particular book. And how you can access these particular books guys, there is a link to download this particular book which is given in the description of this particular video. So guys, do not worry, just go and download this particular book. And now let's come back to this particular session. So guys, in this session, as I already told you, that we will be covering the top 50 MCQs, and you are also required to tell me what your scores are at the end of this particular session. And there is one small instruction before beginning this session, that participation in the session is mandatory for all of you. So guys, in this particular session, now let's begin this particular session with the very first question here on the screen. And here the question is basically, you are required to tell me the name of the person who has won the FIH Goalkeeper Women of the Year 2021-2022 award. So quickly tell me that what is the right answer in the comment section, and let's see who will tell me the right answer to this question. So guys, quickly tell me what is the right answer. Here the options are Jocelyn Batram, then Eileen Dehu, Savita Punia, Maria Belen and Rizwan Yasmin. So what is the right answer to this question? Here guys, the right answer is option C, that is Savita Punia, who has been recognized with the FIH Goalkeeper Women's of the Year 2021-2022 award. So guys, this is the right answer to this. Let's move on to the next question. And the next question is on the Ministry of Defense has recently approved the creation of a new branch called the Weapon Systems. And you are required to tell me कि कौन सी इंडियन फोर्स के लिए ये पर्टिकुलर सिस्टम जो ये नई ब्रांच लॉन्च की है, ये कौन सी फोर्स के लिए की है. Is it for the Indian Air Force, Indian Army, Indian Navy, or both option A and B, or all A, B and C? So let's see who will tell me the right answer to this question. So here I am getting the right answer. Benisha is saying that Indian Air Force is the right answer. Let's wait for others as well to tell me the right answer. Absolutely right guys. So Dhruv Kumar, Benisha, Mamta, everybody is saying that option A is the right answer. Absolutely right. Option A, that is Indian Air Force, is the right answer to this question. Now guys, there is one more additional question to all of you. Quickly tell me that who is basically the chief of the Indian Air Force at present? Who is presently serving as the chief of the Indian Air Force? So guys, these kind of details you are always required to cover, क्योंकि जब भी आपको कोई ऐसी important entity के बारे में आपको पढ़ते हो तो उसके बारे में additional information आपको पता होनी चाहिए. For example, when I talk about who is basically serving as the present chief of the Indian Air Force, he is basically Air Chief Marshal V.R. Chaudhary जी. ठीक है जी. अब यहां पर मैं आपको एक इंपॉर्टेंट बात और बताता हूं कि रिसेंटली इंडियन एयर फोर्स डे वाज आल्सो सेलिब्रेटेड एंड व्हाट एग्जैक्टली वाज द डेट ऑन विच इट वाज सेलिब्रेटेड. इट वाज द 8th अक्टूबर. ठीक है, तो ये सब इंपॉर्टेंट चीजें हैं, करंट अफेयर्स आपको पता होने चाहिए. लेट्स मूव ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन ऑफ द टुडे सेशन. सो हियर द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज, यूनेस्को हैज लॉन्च्ड द लिस्ट ऑफ 50 आइकॉनिक इंडियन हेरिटेज टेक्सटाइल्स एंड नाउ यू आर रिक्वायर्ड टू टेल मी दैट व्हिच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग ट्रेडिशनल इंडियन टेक्सटाइल इज incorrectly prepared. See, let's see the demand of the question. It is asking that you are able to tell me the incorrectly paired part. So here quickly go through these particular options and tell me that which of the following has been incorrectly paired. Is it Toda embroidery in Tamil Nadu, Himbru in Hyderabad, Bandha in Odisha, Chamba Rumals in Uttarakhand, or none of the above? So what is the right answer to this question, guys? Quickly tell me what is the right answer to this question. So here I am seeing the right answers. People are opting option number D, that is Chamba Rumal, which is in Uttarakhand. So can you tell me that what exactly is the incorrect part in this? What is wrong in this particular part, that Chamba Rumal, if it is not in the Uttarakhand, then with which state it must be paired to? So here I am getting the right answer, that is Himachal. Absolutely right, guys. It is basically Himachal. So here you can see all the traditional textiles which are mentioned in the list. Toda embroidery and Sugandhi is from Tamil Nadu. Himru weaves is from Hyderabad. Then when I talk about Bandha tie and dye weaving, it is from Sambalpur in Odisha, and Khes is from Panipat, and Chamba Rumals is from Himachal Pradesh. So these are the important points that you must cover from the exam point of view. Let us move on to the next question. So here the next question is, you are required to tell me the number of social activities which are approved by the SEBI under the Social Security Exchange. So guys, here you can see that BSE has got approval from the SEBI for running the Social Stock Exchange. So quickly tell me that Social Stock Exchange के अंदर कितनी activities को यहाँ पर approve दिया है SEBI ने. So quickly tell me the right answer in the comment section. So here I am getting the right answers from the people here. People are saying that it is basically option B, that is 16, and that is absolutely right. So 16 is that particular number that you are required to remember from the exam point of view. Now let's move on to the next question. So which of the following banks have entered into the World Book of Records for 101 unjals? So guys, recently यहाँ पर आपको बता दूं what exactly is unjal. It is a swing. ठीक है, तो ये एक प्रोग्राम यहाँ पर ऑर्गेनाइज किया था इस पर्टिकुलर बैंक ने, और यहाँ पर उन्होंने एक यहाँ पर एंटर किया है वर्ल्ड बुक ऑफ रिकॉर्ड्स के अंदर. सो व्हाट इज द नेम ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर बैंक? Absolutely option A, that is South Indian Bank. So now you are required to tell me that where is exactly the headquarter of the South Indian Bank. See guys, whenever there is such kind of bank in the news, you are always required to remember that what is the tagline of the bank, where is the headquarter, who is basically the chairman of that particular bank. So when I talk about the headquarter of this bank, the headquarter of the bank is basically based in Thrissur, Kerala. So these are the important details that you must cover from the exam point of view. Now let us move on to the next question. So here guys, the next question is Shastra Ramanujan Prize for 2020. It was being conferred. So quickly tell me the name of the winner. That who among the following was the winner for year 2022. So guys, here you can see that so many options are given and almost all the people have won the Ramanujan Prize. But you must remember that which of the among them is the personality who has won this award for this particular year. So quickly tell me the right answer, guys. So here people are opting the option number D, that is Yunking Tang, and that is absolutely right, guys. The right answer is option D. So here Monica, Deepak, Benisha, Mamta, Monica, everybody has given the right answer to the question number 6. That is Yunking Tang. Now can you tell me that from which country he basically belongs to? So he was basically born in China, and he's presently serving as assistant professor in the University of California. So these are some additional details that you can also cover from the exam point of view. Let's move on to the next question. So here the next question is, Government of India and LIC have decided to divest some of its stakes in with and along with the management control in which of the following banks. So guys, quickly tell me what is the name of that bank जिसके अंदर से ये अपना मैनेजमेंट और साथ साथ अपने स्टेक्स को डाइवेस्ट करने वाले हैं. एंड सी गाइस, two important entities, that is the government of India as well as the LIC. So quickly tell me what is the right answer. Is it Bank of India, Yes Bank, IDBI Bank, UCO Bank or the Bank of Maharashtra? So here to the next question guys. The right answer to this question is option C, that is IDBI Bank, जिसके अंदर गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया और LIC अपने स्टेक्स को 60.72% तक कम करने वाला है. That is what is the right answer to this question. And I have got the right answer from all the people here. Chinu, Arindam, Monica, everybody has given the right answer to this question. And here let's move on to the next question guys. So GLONASS के नेविगेशन सैटेलाइट, आपको बताना है कि कौन सी कंट्री ने सैटेलाइट को रिसेंटली लॉन्च किया है. GLONASS के एक नेविगेशन सैटेलाइट है, रिसेंटली इस कंट्री ने इसको लॉन्च किया था. यू आर रिक्वायर्ड टू टेल मी द नेम ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर कंट्री. सी, लेट मी गिव यू अ हिंट दैट दिस country is basically in the news since past 9 to 10 months on the regular basis, but not for the good reasons. So what is the name of that particular country? And absolutely right, that is option E, Russia. So Russia is the name of that country which has recently launched its GLONASS K navigation satellite. So let's move on to the next question. So here guys, the next question is, who among the following has won the Japanese GP to become the 2022 Formula 1 World Champion? So you are just required to tell me the name of that person, and I am also giving you a hint. You can just recognize the picture of that particular person and tell me that what is the name of this person who has basically win this particular Japanese Grand Prix. And absolutely right guys, it is option A, that is Max Verstappen, who has won this particular part. Now from which team he basically represents? It is basically Red Bull. And from which country this person belongs to? He is from Netherlands. So these are some additional details on which a question can come in the exam. So you must be well prepared for such kind of details to answer the question in the exam. Now moving on to the next question. So Mulayam Singh Yadav has passed away recently. You are tell me that to which particular state he was associated to. He basically served as the chief minister of which of the following states? Was it Uttarakhand, Madhya Pradesh, Bihar, Uttar Pradesh or Jharkhand? Guys, it is a very easy answer, and here it is basically option D, that is Uttar Pradesh, to which he basically served as the chief minister of the Uttar Pradesh. ठीक है जी, moving on to the next question. The question is World Mental Health Day. So guys, whenever there is a question on the international days, what you are required to cover? First of all, the date is important to be covered. Then the theme is very important to be covered, जिसके ऊपर से आपको एग्जाम में क्वेश्चंस देखने को मिल सकते हैं. So guys, when we talk about this question is basically asking you to tell the date of this particular part. So here I am getting the right answers from the people. That is basically option B, that is October 10th. So this is one dimension of this particular part. But what is the next dimension? That is the theme of this particular day. And when I talk about the theme, it is make mental health for all a global priority. This is the right answer to this question. So we have covered all the important details. That is the date we have covered the theme, and now it's the time to move to the next question. So here the question is, MOEFCC has constituted a 9-member task force to introduce cheetah. ठीक है जी, तो अब आपको मुझे बताना है कि these cheetahs have been introduced in which of the following national parks. This was a very famous national news in the past few times, and now you are required to tell me that in which national park these particular cheetahs have been introduced. Is it Kaziranga National Park, Ranthambore National Park, Pench National Park, or is Kuno National Park or Manas National Park? So guys, quickly tell me the right answer in the comment section. So here I am getting the right answers from the people. Benisha, Monica, Deepak, Chinu, everybody saying that it is option D, that is Kuno National Park, and that is absolutely right. Now this is your turn to tell me that in which state the Kuno National Park is basically located in. See guys, this particular park is now very important because a major project has been taken in this particular park, and you are required to tell me that in which state this particular park is basically located. Is it in the Madhya Pradesh? Is it in Uttar Pradesh, Arunachal Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Kerala? Quickly tell me what is the right answer to this question. The state in which the Kuno National Park is being located, it is basically in Madhya Pradesh. So these are other important details that you must remember from the exam point of view. And once again, Monica, Monik, Manish and Benisha have answered the question correctly. So let's move on to the next question, guys. So here you can see the name of the scheme has been mentioned, which has been recently extended by the Indian government, and you are required to tell me the date by which it has been extended. The name of that particular scheme is ethanol subsidy scheme. So you are required to tell me the date by which this particular scheme has been extended. And all the people who are basically preparing for the NABARD phase 2 exam, guys, this is also very important question for you, because it can become a probable question in the exam. So kindly cover this particular scheme in the detail for your exam. ठीक है जी. तो यहाँ पर when I talk about the right answer, here guys, the right answer is option E, that is March 2023 is the date by which this particular ethanol or subsidy scheme has been extended. Now let's move on to the next question. So here the question is, All India Institute of Ayurveda has signed an MOU with which of the following countries institute, and what is the aim of that to boost R&D in the Ayurveda? See guys, I always tell you that whenever there is a news on the memorandum of understanding, what you are required to cover, see, always there are two important things. First one is the parties which are involved, and the second important thing is basically that what is exactly the aim of that MOU. So when I talk about aim, the aim is being properly mentioned here, that is to boost R&D in the Ayurveda. And now when I talk about the parties, the one party is basically All India Institute of Ayurveda, and the second party is being given, but from which country it basically belongs, that is what you are required to tell me here. And I am getting the right answers, absolutely right guys, it is from Japan. So as Japan is the news, can anybody tell me that who is presently serving as the Prime Minister of Japan? Who is currently the Prime Minister of Japan? Can anybody tell me that in the comment section? See guys, whenever you are finding such kind of news articles, you are always required to see that what are some other details that you must cover. See, whenever a foreign country is in the news, what you are required to cover? You have to cover its capital, its currency, and the head of that particular country as well. For example, here I have asked you that who is basically the Prime Minister of Japan. So here I am getting the right answer. Absolutely, it is Fumio Kishida. Absolutely right guys, this is the right answer to this particular question. The right answer is Fumio Kishida, who is presently serving as the Prime Minister of Japan. So let's move on to the next question, and the next question is Kalyani M4, which is a combat troop carrier. The photo of that particular has been attached, and you are required to tell me that this particular carrier has been developed by which of the following companies. Is it Tata Motors, Bharat Forge Limited, Bharat Earth Movers Limited, Ashok Leyland, or is it Mahindra Defence Systems Limited? So guys, whenever such kind of carriers are being launched, you are always required to cover basically who is behind the development of these carriers. So guys, quickly tell me what is the right answer to this question. So here Monica, Benisha, Manish, everybody is saying that the right answer is Bharat Forge Limited, and guys, you are absolutely right. So I am really glad to see that all of you are answering the questions very correctly here, and that is why you are going to rock in the exam as well. So now this is the time to move to the next question, and now let's tell me the right answer to the question number 16. The question is Shagun 501, which is a special fixed deposit scheme. So which bank has launched this particular scheme? This is what you are required to tell me here. The name of the bank which has launched this Shagun 501. What is the name of that particular bank? And here guys, the right answer is Unity Small Finance Bank, which has launched this particular scheme. So here is some additional information also being mentioned here, that what will be the interest rate on the FD of this 501 days. See guys, very important point. Shagun 501, here 501 basically stands for the timeline of this particular scheme, that is 501 days, and from where very vague question can be asked, but still you must be prepared for such kind of questions in the exam. Okay ji, let's move on to the next question. So who among the following has been reappointed as the MD and CEO of Yes Bank? So recently MD और CEO जो है Yes Bank के उन्हें reappoint किया गया है. So you are just required to identify the name of the person among these people and tell me that who is basically presently serving as the MD and CEO of Yes Bank, and he has been reappointed as the MD and CEO of Yes Bank. So guys, these kind of important appointments are always important because they come in the exam. So these recent appointments you are always required to cover from the exam point of view. Okay ji? Now when I talk about the right answer is option D, that is Prashant Kumar, who has been recently reappointed as the MD and CEO of Yes Bank. So now the next question, and I have already answered this question. Basically you are required to tell me that when is Indian Air Force is celebrated, and we have already discussed that it is being celebrated on October 8th. That is option E. That is the right answer to this particular question. Let's move on to the next question. So here you are required to tell me which of the following companies has decided to produce Carl Gustav M4 rocket launchers in India. So you are just required to tell me and identify the name of the company basically which is going to produce this particular kind of rocket launchers in India. Let's see who will tell me the right answer to this question. Is it Lockheed Martin, Boeing, Saab, or Dassault, or BAE Systems? So let's see who will tell me the right answer. So guys, your participation in the session is really very much necessary to make this particular session more successful here. So now quickly tell me that what is the right answer to this question. You are just required to tell me the name of the company which has launched this, which is going to launch the rocket launchers in India. And here guys, the right answer is basically Saab AB, that is option number C. So here guys, you are required to tell me that from which particular country this particular company belongs to, and this is basically from Sweden. This is a Swedish company and it belongs to Sweden. When I talk about the Sweden, uski capital kya hai? Its capital is Stockholm. When I talk about its currency, iski currency kya hai? It is Swedish krona. So these are the important details that you are always required to remember from the exam point of view, जिनके ऊपर questions आ सकते हैं. This is how that you can link one information with another information and you can remember these kind of informations for your exam point of view. ठीक है जी? So everybody has given the right answer, that is Sweden. Now let's move on to the next question. So here you are required to identify the element which has been mapped by Chandrayaan-2 recently for the very first time. Is it sodium, ice, chlorine, methane or oxygen? So guys, what is the right answer to this question? You are just required to tell me the name of that particular element. And here guys, the right answer is option A, that is sodium, which has been recently found, and Monica and Benisha have given the right answer, that is option A, sodium. Well done guys. Now this is the time to tell me the right answer to the next question. Here the question is India Expo Center and Mart. This particular center in Mart has recently won the Best Standalone Convention Center Award. And what exactly, in which particular award series it has been given this particular award? Basically in the National Tourism Award 2018-2019. So quickly tell me that where exactly this particular part has been located, where exactly this Expo Center in Mart is located. See guys, it is a very easy to answer because so many important events are being conducted at this particular location only, and it is being in the news for past very few years. And absolutely right, option E is the right answer, that is Greater Noida, Uttar Pradesh. So here Benisha and Monica have given the right answers to this question guys. Now let's move on to the next question. Who among the following has officially become the first European woman to command the International Space Station? So we basically talk about the women empowerment, and this is also one such step guys. So quickly tell me the name of the woman who has become the first European woman to command the International Space Station. So here guys, kindly go through these particular options and tell me the right answer. The options are Christina Koch, Samantha Cristoforetti, then we have Jessica Meyer Valentina and Theresa May. So what is the right answer to this question? So here I'm getting the right answer to the question number 2022, and people are saying that option B is the right answer, that is Samantha Cristoforetti, and that is absolutely right guys. You guys are really rocking in the today's session. So Samantha Cristoforetti is the right answer to this question. Let's move on to the next question. So here you are required to tell me the name of the company which has partnered basically with the NASCOM. And what is exactly the reason behind that? The reason behind that is for a project that is women empowerment through technology, the project that they are going to launch together. So one party here is the NASCOM. The aim of this particular partnership is also clear, that is for the project women empowerment through technology. You are just required to tell me the name of the other party. Is it Amazon, Meta, American Express, Google or Goldman Sachs? So what is the right answer to this question guys? Absolutely right, option number C, that is American Express. So here Parvez, Benisha and Monica have given the right answer, and here guys you can see that the aim of this particular project is to train and upskill 700 women graduates through an employment linked training project. So this is why this particular project will be launched, and this is what they are going to do under this particular project. Now let's move on to the next question. So the next question is International Civil Aviation Organization, which has basically adopted a new carbon emission goal to achieve a net zero from air travel, and you are required to tell me the timeline by which they are aiming to achieve this particular target. By which year they are aiming to achieve this target? Is it 2025, 2030, 2070, 2050 or 2035? So guys, quickly tell me the right answer. In the meantime, you can also tell me that where are basically the headquarters of ICAO. So when I talk about the right answer to this question, absolutely it is option number D, that is 2050. And here once again all the people are given the right answer. Now quickly tell me where is the headquarter of the International Civil Aviation Organization. See guys, these are the some other details that you are always required to cover from the exam point of view. And now quickly tell me that where is the headquarter of this particular International Civil Aviation Organization. So let's see who will tell me the right answer to this question. Absolutely right, Monica, it is Montreal in Canada. सो मॉन्ट्रियल कनाडा के अंदर ICAO का हेडक्वार्टर है एंड दीज आर सम डिटेल्स दैट यू आर ऑलवेज रिक्वायर्ड टू रिमेंबर, क्योंकि एग्जाम के अंदर गाइस दे कैन वेरी डायरेक्टली रिलेट द इंपॉर्टेंट करंट अफेयर फ्रॉम द स्टैटिक पार्ट ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन which is in the news, and that is why it is really required to be covered from the exam point of view. Absolutely right. Let's move on to the next question. Here, which of the following organizations have recently launched the Education 4.0 India Report 2022? See guys, we always tell you that whenever you are covering the reports and indices across 5 dimensions, you are required to cover them, and here once again the question is on the very first dimension, that is the releasing body. So which of the following has released this particular report? See guys, this is a very important report, and when I talk about the right answer here, the right answer is option E, that is all A, B and C. And here guys, when I talk about this particular report, you can see here that this report suggests action in 4 focus areas. What are these focus areas? Here it is, you can see foundational literacy and numeracy, teachers, professional development, school to work transition and connecting the unconnected. And see guys, if you have not seen the session which is being taken by Gurkirat sir on this particular report, then kindly go and see this particular session after the end of the session, because this report is really very important. And when I talk about the organizations which are involved, which have released this report, it is basically World Economic Forum, UNICEF and UA who have collectively launched this particular report. So this is the right answer to the question, and all of you have given the right answer. I'm really glad to see this. Now let's move on to the next question. So Mumtaz Khan has won the FIH Rising Star of the Year award, and you are required to tell me that where is the headquarter. See, as I already told you, ICAO का headquarter के ऊपर question आ सकता है. इसी तरीके से you can see that there is a person, that is Mumtaz Khan, who has been conferred. But what is the question? The question is on the line that FIH का headquarter कहाँ पर है, and let's see that who will tell me the right answer. So Suhas, Parvez and everybody is saying that it is Lausanne in the Switzerland, and that is absolutely right. It is option C, that is in Lausanne, Switzerland. That is the right answer to this question. Let's move on to the next question guys. The next question is on the new species of catfish which has been recently discovered from the Kaveri River by scientists, and you are required to tell me that from which institute these scientists belongs to. Is it the National Bureau of Fish Genetic Resources, Indian Council of Agricultural Research, Central Marine Fisheries Research Institute, both A and B, and all A, B and C? So these are the options. Quickly tell me what is the right answer to this question. So guys, these are the things that you are always required to cover whenever such kind of new species are being found. तो उसको कौन सी species found हुई है, किसने found की है, और वो कौन से institute से belong करते हैं, that is the important part that must be covered. So absolutely right guys, here the right answer is option D, that is both A and B, that is National Bureau of Fish Genetic Resources and Indian Council of Agricultural Research, who have collectively found this particular new species of catfish, that is Pangasius icaria. So this is the name of that particular catfish. Now let's move on to the next question. So here the question is, which of the following organization or company have recently tested a 3 unmanned remote controlled weaponized boat? So guys, here you can see that what are the developments that are going on, and here you are required to tell me and identify the name of the organizations which are behind the testing of the unmanned remote controlled weaponized boats. So what are those institutions here? Here guys, the right answer is option E, that is both DRDO and Sagar Defense Engineering, who have collectively tested this 3 unmanned remote controlled weaponized boats. And these are some things that you are always required to cover from the exam point of view. These defense news are once again a very important part to be covered, क्योंकि exams के अंदर you can see here, if you will just look into the pre-IQs of this particular exam, then you can see that there are a lot of questions from the defense, but majorly इस तरीके के questions नहीं आते. Questions basically are on the defense exercises, but still they are very probable to be asked in the exam. ठीक है जी, let's move on to the next question. Now the next question is, Padma Shri awardee Dr. Temsula Ao has recently passed away, and quickly tell me that you are just required to fill in these 2 blanks. ठीक है जी, वो कौन से language की poet थी and from which state she belongs to, that is what you are required to tell me. Here is a lady, the name of the lady is Dr. Temsula Ao. She is a Padma Shri awardee, and here guys, now quickly tell me the right answer. And here Suhas is saying that it is English and Nagaland, that is option B. Benisha, Monica, Parvez, everybody is opting option number B. So let's lock this answer, and guys, this is absolutely right. That is English and Nagaland. Absolutely right. So let's move on to the next question. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar was recently on an official visit. See guys, how we have created this question. He was on a visit, but what is the question is? The question is that which of the following is the capital of New Zealand? New Zealand की capital क्या है? The question is basically on these lines. Oh, very halwa question for all of you. So quickly tell me what is the right answer to this question. Here guys, the right answer to the question is absolutely right, option D, that is Wellington. तो यहाँ पर आपने एक क्वेश्चन का आंसर दिया कि न्यूजीलैंड की कैपिटल है वेलिंगटन. कैन एनीबॉडी टेल मी दैट व्हाट इज द कैपिटल ऑफ ऑस्ट्रेलिया? ऑस्ट्रेलिया की कैपिटल क्या है? सी, as here I have made a question on the New Zealand, but a question can come on the Australia. So quickly tell me कि ऑस्ट्रेलिया की कैपिटल क्या है? Is it Canberra, Auckland, Melbourne or Osaka? So here these four options are being given. Quickly tell me what is the right answer. And here Parvez and Suhas is saying that it is Canberra. Absolutely right. So option A, Canberra, is the capital of Australia. When I talk about New Zealand, it is Wellington, which is the capital of New Zealand. So these are some other details that you must cover. Let's move on to the next question. So here you are required to tell me the name of the person who has been awarded the FIH Goalkeeper of the Year 2021-2022 award in the men's category. So to give you a hint, I have here attached the picture of that particular personality. If you can recognize it, then you can definitely tell me the right answer to this question. What is the name of the person? And here I am getting the right answers from the people. Absolutely right guys, it is option A, that is P.R. Srijesh. So P.R. Srijesh is the right answer to this question, and Suhas, Benish and Parvez have given the right answer to this question. Monica has given the right answer. Let's move on to the next question. So here the next question is Durga Puja Pandal, so which is situated in the Lucknow, has set a record in the Guinness Book of World Records. ठीक है जी, अब आपको बताना है कि बेसिकली उसने गिनीज बुक ऑफ वर्ल्ड रिकॉर्ड में नाम एंटर किया है फॉर इट्स हाइट. सो व्हाट इज एग्जैक्टली द हाइट ऑफ द पंडाल? दैट इज व्हाट यू आर रिक्वायर्ड टू टेल मी हियर. सो क्विकली टेल मी दैट व्हाट इज हाइट ऑफ दिस particular pandal. Is it 136 feet, 140, 146, 150, or here it is 152 feet? So let's see who will tell me the right answer. So guys, whenever such kind of things happen, you are always required to go into the details of this news to answer such kind of questions. So when I talk about the right answer to this question, it is option A, that is 136 feet. And here you can see the pandal itself, which is located in Lucknow, which has recently entered its name into the Guinness Book of World Records. So that is the right answer to this question guys. Let's move on to the next question. So the next question is, you are required to identify the name of the person who has been recently appointed as the 37th Director General of CRPF. तो CRPF के recently 37th Director General कौन अपॉइंट हुए हैं? That is what you are required to tell me. Here the options are Sandeep Kumar Gupta, Ajay Bhadu, Lalit Bhasan, Sujoy Lal Thosan and Parag Verma. So what is the right answer to this question? Absolutely right guys, it is option D, that is Sujoy Lal Thosan. So now you are able to tell me that the name of the person who has recently been appointed as the Director General of ITBP, Indo-Tibetan Border Police Force. So guys, quickly tell me what is the right answer. ITBP के चीफ रिसेंटली कौन अपॉइंट हुए हैं? दैट इज व्हाट यू आर रिक्वायर्ड टू टेल मी हियर. सी, दिस वाज वंस अगेन अ वेरी recent appointment, and that's why you are really required to cover such kind of things. So when I talk about the right answer to this question, it is Anish Dayal. ठीक है जी, तो इस तरीके के क्वेश्चंस आपको याद रखने हैं फ्रॉम द एग्जाम पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू, जो कि आपको पता होने चाहिए एग्जाम पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से. नाउ लेट्स मूव ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. हियर द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज, हु अमंग द फॉलोइंग हैज वन टेल अवीव ओपन 2022 title? You are just required to identify the name of the person who has won this particular title. Let's see who will tell me the right answer. It's Novak Djokovic, Rafael Nadal, Roger Federer, Andy Murray and John. So what is the right answer to this question? To the question number 34, the person who has won the Tel Aviv Open. Absolutely right, it is option A, that is Novak Djokovic. So guys, now quickly tell me that what is basically the venue. See, where exactly this particular title has been held. कौन सी country के अंदर ये tournament हुआ था? That is what you are required to tell me. Sometimes in the exam, a question is जस्ट नॉट अबाउट द विनर. सी, कभी कभी क्या होता है कि विनर आपको ऑलरेडी दे दिया जाता है, बट आपको बताना होता है कि बेसिकली ये इवेंट हुआ कहां था. दैट इज व्हाट यू आर रिक्वायर्ड टू टेल मी. एंड एब्सोल्युटली राइट, परवेज, मोनिका, एवरीबॉडी सेइंग दैट इट इज इजराइल. एब्सोल्युटली राइट. तो अब इजराइल अगर न्यूज में आ गया है तो मुझे जल्दी बताइए कि इजराइल की कैपिटल क्या है. व्हाट इज द कैपिटल ऑफ इजराइल? See guys, here you can see कि एक क्वेश्चन से आप कैसे 5 क्वेश्चंस को रेडी कर सकते हो. एंड इफ आई टॉक अबाउट, सी, ऑफिशियली वी आर डिस्कसिंग द 50 क्वेश्चंस, बट here we are basically covering around 70 to 80 questions which are really very important to be covered from the exam point of view. Absolutely right. The Capital of Israel is Jerusalem. Well done, guys. You are really rocking today. So, guys, now let's move on to the next question. The question is on the credit guarantee scheme for the startups, which has been announced to offer startups collateral-free loans. तो आपको मुझे बताना है कि ये जो स्कीम है इसको नोटिफाई किसने किया है? It is being notified by नीति आयोग, DPIIT, Ministry of Finance, RBI, or none of the above. What is the right answer? Kindly choose one right option to this particular question. The question is credit guarantee scheme, जिसके अंदर स्टार्टअप्स को लोन दिया जाएगा कितने अमाउंट तक का? That is ₹10 करोड़. ठीक है जी. तो अब मुझे जल्दी जल्दी बताइए कि क्या है इस क्वेश्चन का सही आंसर. Absolutely right, guys. The right answer to the question number 35 is DPIIT. All of you have given the right answer, and I'm really glad to see this. So DPIIT is the right answer. Let's move on to the next question. So here the question is: Indian Railways has adopted integrated approach for a green environment, and they are planning to gradually reduce its carbon footprint. So आपको बताना है कि by which year they are basically targeting to achieve this particular feat. कौन से year तक ये target कर रहे हैं? See, when I talk about India, the whole India will become carbon emission free by year 2070, as announced by our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji in the COP26 summit. And guys, similarly, when I talk about the target of the Indian Railways here, when I talk about the right answer, it is 2030. तो 2030 तक हम इसको करने वाले हैं. और 2030 guys, it is a very important year, क्योंकि यूनाइटेड नेशंस के सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट गोल्स को अचीव करने की भी जो हमारी टाइमलाइन है, that is 2030. अब SDG को हमने बोला है, तो guys, there are basically 17 goals in the sustainable development goals. So all these kind of things are very important to be covered from the exam point of view. Let's move on to the next question. So here guys, the next question is: Reserve Bank of India has launched a new initiative, and this initiative is basically a supervisory monitoring system. So you are required to tell me that what is the name of this system. Is it Utkarsh, Paramarsh, Utkrisht, or Daksh, or none of the above? So a very easy question, guys, a very easy question. So Dhiman Sohail is saying 2030. Absolutely, Dhiman. Now kindly tell me the right answer to the question number 37. What is the name of that particular initiative recently launched by Reserve Bank of India? And absolutely, Parvez, Monica, everybody is giving the right answer. That is option D, that is Daksh. So D for Daksh is the right answer to this question. Let's move on to the next question. So here RBI directed all credit information companies to appoint an internal ombudsman at the apex of their internal grievance redress mechanism. So once again, what you are required to do, you are required to tell me the timeline by which they are basically told by RBI to do this particular part, to do this particular step. So guys, quickly tell me what is the right answer to this question. By which date they are basically targeting? RBI has told them to achieve and to get the important things done. And here guys, the right answer to the question is April 1, 2023, by which RBI said this. And here once again, Benisha, Monica, Dhiman, Sahil, Parvez, everybody has given the right answer. Well done, guys. Now in this particular question, you are required to identify the name of the bank. And see here, the question is basically the bank you are required to identify, which has recently partnered with the Mintok Innovation India to develop the Smart Hub Vyapar app, which is going to enable the merchants to accept interoperable payments across multiple payment modes, which includes cards, UPI, and QR code. So quickly tell me the name of the bank, which is the right answer to this question. And here guys, HDFC Bank is the right answer. And once again, Benisha, Parvez, Monica have given the right answers to this question. Now let's move on to the next question. So World Bank ने recently slash किया है इंडिया का 2022-2023 का GDP growth forecast. So आपको मुझे बताना है कि what is exactly this new growth forecast which is being given by the World Bank. See guys, a very important part. वर्ल्ड बैंक ने रिसेंटली किया है, और ऐसे जो जीडीपी फोरकास्ट होते हैं वो आपके लिए काफी इंपॉर्टेंट है. नाबार्ड के अंदर भी अ क्वेश्चन कैन कम ऑन दिस, so do not worry about it. We are going to cover this in the today's session. So here you will get 1 mark for the today's part. So here absolutely right guys, the right answer is option C, that is 6.5%. Now can you recognize this particular person? Who is this particular person जिसकी यहाँ पर फोटो दी गई है? Let me give you a hint that he is the president of the World Bank. So can you name that particular person who is basically presently serving as the president of the World Bank? कौन है basically अभी president World Bank का? And here absolutely right guys, it is David Malpass. So David Malpass, I'm really glad to see कि आप सभी ने बिल्कुल सही recognize किया है इस particular personality को. That is David Malpass, the president of World Bank. So guys, now let's move on to the next question. International Finance Corporation has launched a new dash financing facility to strengthen the private sector's ability to respond to the crisis and help support food production. तो यहाँ पर आपको मुझे ये अमाउंट बताना है जो कि बेसिकली फाइनेंसिंग फैसिलिटी लॉन्च की है IFC ने. तो guys, when I talk about IFC, IFC इज बेसिकली अ पार्ट ऑफ द वर्ल्ड बैंक ग्रुप, ठीक है। अगर हम बात करें IFC की तो उसका हेडक्वार्टर कहां पर है, उसका हेडक्वार्टर है वॉशिंगटन डीसी के अंदर, जहां पर आपका वर्ल्ड बैंक का भी हेडक्वार्टर है। सो गाइस व्हेन आई टॉक अबाउट द राइट आंसर टू दिस क्वेश्चन, इट इज ऑप्शन सी, दैट इज USD 6 billion, and once again everybody has given the right answer to this question. Now moving on to the next question. So NPCI, National Payment Corporation of India, and Central Bank of which of the following countries have signed an MOU to launch India's Rupee debit card in the country? So here you are just required to tell me the name of the country. You are just required to identify the name of the country जिसके सेंट्रल बैंक ने एनपीसीआई के साथ ये एमओयू साइन किया है, जिसके थ्रू दे आर गोइंग टू बेसिकली लॉन्च रुपे डेबिट कार्ड्स इन द कंट्री, एंड द नेम ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर कंट्री इज option A, that is Oman. So Oman is the right answer to this question. Absolutely right, guys. All of you have given the right answer. That is Oman. So let's move on to the next question. Who among the following is won United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees Nansen Refugee Award 2022? तो Nansen Refugee Award इसमें से किस पर्सनालिटी को मिला है? The picture of that particular personality has been attached. A very easy hint, guys. बहुत ही हलवा क्वेश्चन है. ये पर्सनालिटी पिछले काफी सालों तक बहुत ज्यादा न्यूज में थी. Who is basically she? She is basically the former Vice Chancellor of Germany, and the name of the person is Dr. Angela Merkel, who has been awarded. And when I talk about the person who is presently serving as the Vice Chancellor of Germany, it is Olaf Scholz. तो यहाँ पर ये सब चीजें आपको याद रहनी चाहिए, ये डिटेल्स आपको पता होनी चाहिए. And everybody has given the right answer. Let's move on to the next question. So here the question is, you are required to tell me the name of the person who has taken over as the Director General Ordnance C&S. So what is the right answer to this question? It is Sandeep Kumar Gupta, Ajay Bhadur, Lalit Bhasin, Sanjeev Kishore or Parag Verma. So guys, quickly tell me what is the right answer to this question. So these are the things that you are always required to remember from the exam point of view. Let's see who will tell me the right answer here. And here, absolutely right, guys. The right answer to this particular question is option D, that is Sanjeev Kishore. अब आपके सामने क्वेश्चन है कि इंडिया का चीफ ऑफ द डिफेंस स्टाफ कौन है. सी आफ्टर द डिमाइज ऑफ जनरल बिपिन रावत जी, a person has been appointed recently. You are just required to tell me the name of the person who has been appointed as the second chief of the defense staff of India. What is the name of that person? Question number 44 का आंसर ऑप्शन डी. Absolutely, I have received it, but here you are required to tell me the name of the person who has recently been appointed as the second chief of the defense staff of India. And here, absolutely right, guys. The right answer is Lieutenant General Anil Chauhan. So he is the right answer to this particular question. Well done, guys. I'm really glad to see that all of you are really aware about the recent things, the additional things that you are always required to cover, and this is how you are really going to rock in the exam. Now let's move on to the next question. So the question is on the World Teachers Day. आपको बताना है कि कौन सी डेट को हम इसको सेलिब्रेट करते हैं. World Teachers Day कौन सी डेट को करते हैं? सेकंड इंपॉर्टेंट डायमेंशन, एज आई ऑलरेडी टोल्ड यू, कि थीम क्या होती है. थीम है वर्ल्ड टीचर्स डे की ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन ऑफ एजुकेशन बिगिंस विद टीचर्स. तो अब आप मुझे बताइए कि किस डेट को हम टीचर्स डे को सेलिब्रेट करते हैं. एंड एब्सोल्युटली राइट, इट इज ऑप्शन ए, दैट इज 5th of October 2022. All of you have given the right answer. Now guys, let's move on to the next question. Now the next question is India's first 4.20 megawatt wind turbine generator, which is a single unit with the largest generation capacity, has been installed in which of the following places? See, जब भी ऐसी कोई मेजर चीज इंस्टॉल होती है, और सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट चीज इसको कौन बना रहा है, what is basically making this question more important to become in the exam? That is these two words. India's first. इंडिया में कोई चीज पहली बार होती है, that is why it is really very important. So now guys, quickly tell me what is the place where this particular part has been installed. And here the right answer is Tirunelveli in Tamil Nadu. तो यहाँ पर ऑप्शन ई इज द राइट आंसर. काइंडली मार्क द लोकेशन हेयर, क्योंकि एग्जाम में आया है, तो गाइस आपको जरूर इसका आंसर सही करना है इन द एग्जाम. So absolutely right, guys. So यहाँ पर मैं देख रहा हूँ कि most of the people are opting option number A, that is Dundigal in Tamil Nadu is the right answer, but this is not the right part. The right answer is option E. So guys, kindly mark this answer. Option E is the right answer to this question. Let's move on to the next question. So the question is, which of the following countries has emerged as the world's second largest exporter of sugar? So यहां पर आपके लिए बता दें कि जो नाबार्ड वाले स्टूडेंट्स हैं उनके लिए बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन है. बात हो रही है कि सेकंड लार्जेस्ट एक्सपोर्टर ऑफ द शुगर कौन है. दैट इज आर इंडिया, द लवली इंडिया. एंड गाइस, अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट मैं आपको एक और बात और बताऊं. व्हेन आई टॉक अबाउट वर्ल्ड्स लार्जेस्ट प्रोड्यूसर एंड द कंज्यूमर ऑफ शुगर, इट इज ऑल्सो इंडिया ओनली. ठीक है जी. तो इंडिया ही है वर्ल्ड का लार्जेस्ट प्रोड्यूसर ऑफ शुगर, लार्जेस्ट कंज्यूमर ऑफ द शुगर, और अब सेकंड लार्जेस्ट एक्सपोर्टर ऑफ शुगर इज आल्सो इंडिया. सो दैट इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट that must be covered from the exam point of view. Let's move on to the next question. So here guys, you can see that Amazon has announced the setting up of its first solar farm. तो ये जो पहला solar farm है, ये यहाँ पर कौन सी जगह पर बनने वाला है? What is the name of the state that is you are required to identify, जहां पर ये पहला सोलर फार्म इंडिया के अंदर बनाने वाला है Amazon? Is it in Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Gujarat, Andhra Pradesh or Rajasthan? Let's see who will tell me the right answer to the question number 48. Absolutely right guys, it is option E, that is Rajasthan. राजस्थान के अंदर ये पहला सोलर फार्म Amazon बनाने वाला है इंडिया का, and that is the right answer. Let's move on to the next question. So as per World Trade Organization forecast, growth in world trade has been expected to slow down to what percent? कितना परसेंट स्लो डाउन होगा due to the global uncertainties? It is 1%, 3%, 2.5%, 3.2% or 1.7%. So guys, quickly tell me the right answer to the question number 49. What is going to be the slowdown? What is exactly that particular percentage which is being forecasted by the World Trade Organization? And guys, here the right answer is option A, that is 1%. And once again, Monica, Parvez, Banisha have given the right answers to this question. Dhiman Sahil has also given the right answer, that is option A, that is 1%. So guys, now we are moving towards the last question of our today's session, which is here on the screen, and all of you are requested to answer this question in the comment section. So the question is, European Parliament has approved a new rule that will introduce a single charging port for the mobile phones, tablets and cameras by which of the following years? तो आपको मुझे बताना है कि by which year they are basically going to implement this particular rule. It is 2023, 2025, 2027, 2024 and 2030. So what is the right answer to this question? Number 50 guys, this is the last question of our today's session. So quickly tell me what is the right answer to this question here. And I am getting the right answers, that is option D, 2024, and absolutely right guys. So once again, Parvez, Banisha, Monica, Dhiman, Sahil, everybody has given the right answer to this question, that is option D. So guys, that was the all from this particular session. Now this is your time to tell me that what exactly your scores are in the comment section. And guys, if you are new to your YouTube channel, what you can do, you can just subscribe to it to get all the notifications about the updates as well as the videos that we basically provide you on the YouTube. And in order to access the PDF of these particular sessions, what you are required to do, you are required to join our telegram channel, the link to which is being given in the description below. तो guys, यहाँ पर आज के सेशन की भी PDF आपको टेलीग्राम चैनल पे मिल जाएगी. Do not worry about it, but for that you are required to join our telegram channel. ठीक है जी. अब यहाँ पर एक और सरप्राइज आप सभी के लिए, and the surprise is that we are basically running a weekend sale. और weekend sale में हम आपको ऑफर कर रहे हैं अपने डिफरेंट कोर्सेज के ऊपर कुछ डिस्काउंट्स, that is for RBI Grade B, NABARD Grade A and SEBI Grade A. And what is the discount here? The discount is basically 40% plus additional 10% off. But guys, यहाँ पर मैं आपको बता दूं, ये जो डिस्काउंट है, it is only valid from 15th October to 16th October. और इस डिस्काउंट को अवेल करने के लिए what you are required to do, you are required to use the code that is weekend, that you are required to use this. So guys, now this is the time for you to tell me that what exactly your scores are. तो यहाँ पर I am seeing that nobody has given the score. So guys, see, आपका स्कोर चाहे कम हो या ज्यादा, यू डोंट हैव टू वरी अबाउट इट. द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग इज द एनालिसिस करना बहुत जरूरी है कि कितना आपका स्कोर आया है. ठीक है जी. तो ये बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है जो आपको पता रहनी चाहिए. सो आई होप दैट दिस इज वेरी मच क्लियर टू ऑल ऑफ यू. सो गाइस, इफ यू आर हैविंग एनी क्वेरीज, यू कैन आल्सो आस्क योर क्वेरीज. एंड इफ यू डोंट हैव एनी काइंड ऑफ क्वेरीज, व्हाट यू कैन डू, if you got your queries in the later part, what you can do, you can just mail us your queries at hello@edutab.co.in, and you can also call us at 8146207241. So guys, thank you for joining us. Let us conclude this particular session if you don't have any kind of queries. So I really believe कि आज का session आपके लिए बहुत ही useful रहा होगा और बहुत ही fruitful रहा होगा. So I will also come up with such kind of session on the next Saturday itself, so do not worry about it. So I am gonna meet you in the next Saturday. Till then, stay happy, stay healthy. Wish you all happy learning.